And here's the thing, right? Smash Mates and the connectivity and how close the Japanese Smash scene are with each other, it cannot be it can't be. Also, I did see Hideki Kamiya as well. Triangle Pixie, I saw him as well. Oh yeah, he was right there. But right now, we're gonna go down into game number 1 here, and this is Loser's Bracket. Loser's Bracket is going through right now, so this is the end for one of these players right now, sir.
Yep.
There's a lot on the line between the best Peach in the world and the best R.O.B in the world. One of these players will be going home. One of these players will have their story continue to be written, and it's all gonna go down right here, right now.
And you know, the scary part is that whoever wins has to face Miya.
Yep.
Miya has been the KAGARIBI champion for 2 consecutive years, both 11 and 12. Miya has been the winner. So are we gonna see a repeat? Maybe. It could happen, but Miya is in losers, and Miya has to fight whoever wins, whoever comes on top of this set. And currently, it seems to be Zomba. Look at him go, using Mr. Saturn to also put a little bit of extra pressure on MuteAce's recovery.
And if you don't know, Mr. Saturn breaks shields automatically. You can be at a full healthy shield. That's what makes that projectile so damaging.
Dot Eye, watch out.
That's going to do you a lot of damage. And keep in mind, R.O.B can take so much punishment despite their size. Meanwhile, the same cannot be said for MuteAce and Peach, already at 148%. This is a very scary spot to be if you are Peach, because one up throw, one forward tilt just like that can seal your stock and seal the deal. Zomba taking a really nice first stock victory here.
Yeah, quite unfortunate that MuteAce couldn't find an opportunity to either use the R.I or even the Saturn that he got earlier. That means that it's going to struggle a little bit to get something back, because you know that Zomba, once he gets you, he will not let go. The pressure is insane from the Prince of New York. His R.O.B is absolutely insane. And even though, you said it perfectly earlier, even though R.O.B can be juggled around quite easily, Zomba is a different demon, a different beast that is just so good at dealing with the pressure.
Absolutely, and right now, we are going forward. We are going towards that really nice echelon of percents where it seems that MuteAce can potentially get a kill here, but that back air not going to do it just quite yet. Throws down the turnip. No Z-drop just quite yet. Throws it up. Zomba just not wanting to go anywhere, just not trying to lose the stock. He's playing to not lose, just playing to make sure that he can keep that stock as much as possible. But as I say that, MuteAce will finally take that stock, and now we are even, but Zomba is on the hunt. Back air. Zomba air not going to do it just quite yet. It's a very scary position to be in if you are MuteAce.
It's fine. MuteAce will find a good opportunity here to start racking. Never mind. He needs to struggle. He has to struggle once again to remain alive. Forced to use the parasol.
Nice
beautiful
recovery.
switch up just to make sure that Zomba missed the mark. You gotta go for those quick combos. There you go. Beautifully done from Zomba, just going for the random, the raw up smash that certainly catches MuteAce a little bit out of focus at that point. However, still, those low percentage combos are crazy once you got Turnip in hand. MuteAce is a master of doing that. Maybe struggling a little bit at the beginning of this match, but definitely something that will quickly pick up once he finds his groove.
And the thing is, we're seeing MuteAce drop a lot of these combos that he's very known for, landing very consistently, and it's kind of costing him this game at the moment. But let's see, this is still game number 1, so there's a lot of adjustments that can be made here today, sir.
Definitely, every single competitor has been put to the test, honestly, not only in endurance, but also in adaptability. A lot of them even to just how well they can improvise. Situations change. Honestly, nobody's ready for a switch up, as we've seen a couple times before. However, MuteAce has a good opportunity here to do something magical, keeping Zomba on the right side of stage, waiting for that gas to absolutely run out, and he could still do good amounts of damage, but he needs to be careful. He needs to be mindful as well of R.O.B's approaches, because Zomba is a demon once you're in close quarters with him.
And I've been noticing a lot of top players are actually utilizing the fact that R.O.B only has a certain amount of gas he can use to recover. So if you could just keep R.O.B off stage for as long as possible, you could potentially choke him out, which is absolutely massive.
Definitely, and of course, even though Zomba is rarely seen get a panic trampled or suffocated a lot. There's still instances, especially if you force him, and I think MuteAce is doing a really good job here. We got some turn-ups, switch-ups, trying to find one that will grant them a better opportunity, maybe a stitch face or something that allows him to just hit him. Although he doesn't need that much, honestly. An air by the ledge could be enough. Maybe a fair, even upper almost gets him as well on the upper blast zone, but percentage is actually quite scary from MuteAce.
Absolutely, but here's the thing, right? Both of these characters are at their kill percent. Yes, 95 for Peach. An up smash will do the deed. What a nice comeback from MuteAce, but he has to see if he can secure that kill, and as I say that, it's gonna float over that gyro, get that forward air, and secure that stock. Winning that game, we go on to game number 2.
Super scary, though, because MuteAce got eerily close to also missing out on the window to get Zomba without risking losing that last stock first, despite the fact that he was lower in percentage. Zomba struggled to find that finishing blow. MuteAce being the one who gets the first game in the scoreboard, so it's going to probably put a little bit of extra pressure, not on Zomba. I think he thrives on that.
Yeah.
But on MuteAce to keep this same momentum.
Zomba has been doing this for so long. He's been doing this for so long.
He was so young when
Yeah, facts. He was a Link player, fun fact. Zomba was a Link player. Didn't care. This is just another day in the office. You know, I got this. What's the worst that can happen, right? MuteAce just I want to say recently, but showing just how technical and how strong Peach can be in these matchups, in these high-stakes situations.
Right.
And we are 1-0 at the moment when it comes to R.O.B and Peach playing at this exact tournament right now.
That's the group, actually, that MuteAce was looking for earlier. Great way to start with this second game, where MuteAce is just putting Zomba on the blender, not being able to actually answer back to what MuteAce is offering, both in the air, specifically in the air, but mostly off stage as well. MuteAce is doing a phenomenal job at keeping Zomba guessing where will the right window of opportunity will be in order to return safely to the stage.
And let's run a story real quick, okay? Zomba and MuteAce are 2-7 in scores.
Okay.
Zomba has beaten MuteAce 7 times.
Right.
7 times.
Just 2 times in the last 6 months.
Yeah. So this would be absolutely monstrous for MuteAce. And look at that, only 27% with all of his stocks intact. This is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Taking out a strong player like this and taking a set would be amazing.
Definitely, it's looking quite grim, because Zomba is also looking a little flustered, dealing with the pressure that MuteAce is putting on him. Gotta be super careful. Oh, by the way, quick stop, quick break, just to give you some flash news.
Raru just took it 3-2 over Glutoni's Link.
It was a close set, though.
Very, very close set.
But that last game was kind of rough. It was 3-stock.
He realized, wait, Link sucks.
Proceeded to outplay him.
He's like, wait a second, this character's garbage. What the heck?
Is he out or was that winners?
That was...
Probably winners. All right. Well, we figured that one out. Well, you can look over here. We'll go back into the game. Still, MuteAce comfortable, under 80% of his first stock. There you go. That's a little bit of extra damage. Not going to be a kill just yet. Yes, thanks to the perfect DI from MuteAce, and still actually threatening Zomba on losing that second stock already. 2 dash attacks. Of course, it will be super stale, but at least that percentage keeps racking up quite nicely.
Absolutely, and throwing that gyro off stage is going to be the kind of key point to either burn out a air dodge coming off from MuteAce, but that float going to make sure they get back safe and soundly. So far, Zomba just, oh, never mind. I was saying not able to find a kill there, but with max rage, with up air, we'll definitely do him in. But Cirque, look at the damage and stock, not stock, the damage deficit right here. Like 173. Like a light breeze will kill this R.O.B, and I respect that. Just getting as much damage as possible, Nair out of shield to do him in. I love that from MuteAce. Just making sure you can get a guaranteed kill off that Nair near that ledge.
I'm just a little concerned about, oh, never mind. I was concerned about MuteAce for a second, because I know that Zomba can suddenly turn things around once he gets flustered, once he gets stressed out. I think he's one of the players that actually benefit from stress, from high-intensity situations. Zomba usually makes the most out of those instances. However, that doesn't seem to be the case at this point. He's struggling so much to figure out how to break MuteAce's approach, which honestly have been absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. And let's see, Nair. Yeah, this is looking like a potential just run it back to game number two
Yeah.
right now. But I'll say this is R.O.B. and this is Zomba. What makes these top players as smart and as well-known as they are, it's not the characters they play, it's how they adapt. But I'll say this, you're gonna have to start adapting next game. But as I say that up air not gonna kill him just quite yet. Back air, wow, the up air not gonna do it. But using that tum-tum to get that KO. Wonderful stuff coming out of MuteAce. And now, game number 3 here, people.
2 games in favor of MuteAce. Doing a phenomenal job, honestly, at dealing with Zomba, such a hard competitor to fight against. He's so good at adapting, so good at poking around at your wounds, I think, Zomba. So it's actually quite interesting to see this potential upset. This Zomba, again, reminder, he's seated 5 for this event, and he's on the brink of being eliminated by MuteAce.
And again, more storytelling here. MuteAce started off today in loser's bracket. Started in loser's bracket, losing to Suna, who we just saw, the Greninja. Getting upset by Suna. Playing in loser's bracket all day today. Making top 16. And potentially about to take out Zomba, who has been beating him 7-2. This could be the 3 on their win rate record.
Yeah, and I think it's the most important time to defeat him, honestly. I mean, just in the last 6 months, Zomba has been able to defeat MuteAce 2 times, and I bet he went in this battle, quite comfortable, quite confident about the victory, but doesn't seem to be the case anymore. He seems a little flustered sometimes when the decision making isn't right. But so far he's doing a good job, a great job even at keeping MuteAce out of disadvantage when it comes to landing, which is something that sometimes, not a lot of the times, but sometimes Peach struggles.
Yeah, that was very horrifying, by the way. I want to say that, sir. There was a gyro on the floor. Gyro will send you towards R.O.B. It will always send you towards R.O.B. no matter what, unless he throws it.
Right.
And that was a potential up smash, a forward smash. Either way, he was gone. But as I say that, Zomba, not trigger happy, not going to go for that up air just quite yet. I love that frame trap. Actually goes for the down tilt. He catches the gyro with the air dodge, but by that point, there's nowhere else for you to go. Gets that forward tilt. Zomba with the lovely frame trap. This is what he needs if he's going to make a comeback over MuteAce.
The switcheroo, just making sure that, okay, you want the gyro? That's fine, I got you. And that's something that you don't get to see too often. MuteAce finally gets that stock. Maybe a little bit too late, but it's something that Peach could definitely still work. What was that?
Yeah, that was that rocket jump.
A boost.
That was that rocket boost.
That's
He was
crazy.
him on a rocket boosted t-shirt, bro. That was not looking good. But luckily for MuteAce, not going to pull the trigger off of a back air or an up air just quite yet.
So far, things are looking a little complicated for MuteAce. At least he didn't get spiked, but he gets caught on the side, being absolutely propelled to the right side of Pokemon Stadium 2, hitting the Blast Stone expeditiously. He tries to go for the footstool extensions. Unfortunately, Zomba, it slips out of the combo that MuteAce was cooking. Now, it seems that MuteAce wants to chase down on Zomba, and he's the one not allowing that to happen.
Absolutely. And here's what makes this even more horrifying is the fact that R.O.B. can play, he can really set the tone of a game. He can set the pace of any game. Depends on if he wants to play it fast, play it slow, it doesn't matter. And you can see that kind of right now as Zomba, he's like, I just want to go on to this next game. I just want to see if I can use this gyro, use this down tilt into a combo, and potentially move on to game number 3 here.
Yeah, so far, Zomba has been doing a phenomenal job, and I'll tell you what it was. From the beginning of the match, Zomba was just stringing grabs together. This is the wall of pain. This could be the wall of death, waiting for the MuteAce's decision, whether if it's a panic air dodge or something else. Zomba was patient as well. Gotta be careful because the gyro was still prancing around, making sure that it was an active threat at all times, while Zomba still sits comfortably on his last stock, no damage, while MuteAce suffering on his last one and very heavily damaged.
This Peach is bleeding. This Peach is absolutely bleeding right now. And you're seeing Zomba, like I said, throwing out all these gyros because that's his win condition right there. If I can get you with a gyro on the floor, it goes towards me and I get you, then that's going to be the end of that game forward air. But this is Peach. Peach can do a lot of damage, but that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you. That's going to cost you. No! Again, dropping the combos that they're so, well known for. That's so unfortunate. But as I say that, 75% has Zomba near the ledge. This is MuteAce's chance to really set that I am the better player here at KAGARIBI. I don't care if you beat me 7 times. This 3rd time, I'm going to get it right on time. But it all comes down to if he can get this kill over here, down tilt in the forward air. Sir, this is looking like potentially Zomba's last stock here at KAGARIBI 13. But as I say that, that neutral air, that ginormous hitbox will keep him alive for a whole nother game.
Oh, no, it's so scary because MuteAce was actually bringing it back. That's absolutely heart-wrenching because he had it there. Luckily for Zomba, the nair was enough to send him absolutely flying. Commentators curse. Sorry. It's not our fault, dude. They pay us for this. We have to curse them. But yeah, I mean, it's somebody in chat, Skaokers, I think what's his name?
Yep.
He was asking for a Twitter combo. And you know what? It would have absolutely changed the tide of everything. I mean, he did get some a good combo that allowed him to just bring him over to 100%. Zomba shaking his head no, knowing that it almost slipped away.
Yeah, those last couple seconds, that was his KAGARIBI tournament life right now. That was it. But luckily, they are going to have more chances to play at the moment. And, chat, let me just tell you this. A lot of the top players that we all know and love are out of this tournament.
See,
Cola out the tournament. And Spargo out at 33rd, having to fight MK Leo in losers.
Wait, he lost against Leo?
He lost against Leo, yes. Yes, Leo ended up beating Spargo in losers on this stream as well. So, like I said, this is heat. This is smoke. This is one of the most prestigious tournaments in Smash's history, and a lot of the top players that we all know and love are not here. And we're gonna have to see, will it be MuteAce or Zomba who gets to continue to carry the torch for the United States of America right now?
They have to, and whoever does it has to fight against a staple. Oh my God, that was clean, knowing the properties for the gyro, knowing that the knockback will send them R.O.B his way, and MuteAce was ready for that beautiful C-drop just to mix up his landing, basically breaking Zomba's ankle.
Let's horrify you for a little bit. Let's scare you. Let's scare you for a little bit. I like that. Yo, that gyro does a lot more for me, too. It's that very last hit of that dash attack, getting that KO. 62% coming on to MuteAce. Like I said, this is Zomba's whole tournament life right now. Gets this Peach Bomb with that side special to try to get an early KO or just to get some extra damage. But Zomba saying, get off me with that get up attack. Good trade with the gyro and that side special. MuteAce playing on fire, playing like they have something to prove at this moment. Meanwhile, Zomba getting grabbed, eating that down throw, gets the up air into another up air. MuteAce is on him like wet on rice right now, sir.
Again, using his gyro against him just to distract him, in the crown perfectly placed to get yet another stock. MuteAce with no stocks lost, still looking phenomenal against a Zomba who is struggling, who is really finding it difficult to open up an opportunity to start dealing damage, while MuteAce is looking comfortable. He knows what he needs to do. He's doing it, and he's putting his Zomba on the spot, actually forcing him onto the ledges, while MuteAce sits comfortable in the middle of Hollow Bastion.
And the last time these two played was at Afterburner. This is the last time they played, and Zomba taking him out 3-2 in a very close set. MuteAce took notes. He knows this is my chance. This is my chance to show that I am the better player in this scenario. And like you said as well, sir, showing your dominance, winning a game like this, and KAGARIBI with that neutral air, setting the precedent that I am the better player. MuteAce gonna take it after losing 7-2 to Zomba. Is now gonna be 7-3 as MuteAce will take out Zomba out of KAGARIBI, securing his life in this tournament, sending Zomba out of the biggest Smash Ultimate tournament of all time.
And I think that third game ever feels like it makes up for the whole deficit that he has against Zomba. It doesn't feel like a 7-3. It feels like a 7-7. Now they're even, because this is where it counts the most. MuteAce, once again, not only upsetting Zomba, but also proving to himself that he's more than ready to keep representing the United States in the biggest stage that has ever graced Smash Brothers Ultimate.
MuteAce